It's been a while since I have done a light peel. My skin's still looking pretty good, but I figured, hey, I got the time. Why not? It is spring. Some people may be thinking, Dr. Starsiak, what are you doing? It's springtime. You can't do a light peel. Well, I'll recover in 2 or 3 days from this. My epidermis will have healed, and it's the weekday, so I'm inside all day long in my office. I will be able to wear sunscreen with this depth as soon as tomorrow or the next day. So really no risk. I wouldn't do this on a Friday because then I would lose my weekend. I wouldn't be able to go outside. But in the middle of the week, it's really not bad. I'm gonna stay quite light. So here we go. Whew, there we go. So I won't lie to you, without numbing, this stings, but it's tolerable. This procedure, it took about 10 minutes from start to finish, and my face is burning a little bit now, like a sunburn, but as you can see, it's like, doesn't look really bad. There's a little bit of whiteness, and that's because we've vaporized these upper skin cells. So it just leaves this little white residue behind, and it'll burn like a sunburn for a few hours. By 1 hour, it'll be much less. It'll still be present. By tomorrow, I won't feel anything. I'll be a little red tomorrow, or more like a little tan. And then the day after that, I'll start to have a little bit of flaking, but my appearance will be back to normal, other than the bit of flaking. And then the day after that, it'll just be like fresh, young looking skin. I'll show you my next steps here too. I'm really proud of our in-office aloe plant. So whenever I'm doing these laser procedures, at the end, I like to cut a little bit of this fresh. And if you're doing this at home, you have to be really careful to not include the yellow part. So the yellow part is going to be emitted from the cut part of the skin of the aloe plant. So you want to like cut the skin off and take out the central part. So it should be totally clear. If you get any of the yellow stuff, that yellow stuff as it oxidizes will turn orange or red or even purple, and then it can get stuck on your skin for a little bit. So don't do that. You can, if you're afraid you might get some of it on you, you can cut the aloe and then just let it sit for an hour or two, and the yellow stuff will start to drain off. So you can kind of just like sit it vertically and let the cut ends, let it drain out through the cut ends. But I just look to see that there's no yellow that I'm getting on my face, that all the stuff is nice and clear, which is the case with what I got here. I just take that, I'm just gonna rub it all over. It feels pretty good. So this is gonna accelerate healing. This is a good aloe mustache. This is gonna accelerate healing. It's also antibacterial, and it's going to modulate inflammation, so that it's not gonna shut inflammation down, but it's just gonna keep it from being like overly inflamed. So we'll decrease our risk of hyperpigmentation. Now with this light peel, with my skin tone, really with anybody's skin tone, we could do this light peel and there's no risk of hyperpigmentation. But as we go deeper, it's important that we do what we can to mitigate that risk, especially in people with darker skin tone. And mostly we mitigate it by how much energy we use. Okay. And so you can see already, look at that. You can hardly tell that I did anything. And then I really like Elastin's regenerative skin nectar, so I'll put some of that on. And then I need to apply a barrier ointment like Aquaphor or Elta MD 2 to 3 times a day. And tomorrow I'll expect to be a little swollen, like, you know, especially around my eyes. But that'll go away by the 3rd day. And as I said, by the 3rd day, I'll definitely be able to wear sunscreen. So tomorrow on my drive into work, I should just wear like a wide brimmed hat. And you know, as I said, I'm inside all day. So there you go. This is a really great thing to include into your skincare routine. Ever since I started doing these light peels, patients who've known me for years have started commenting on my skin quality. It's just great because we're accelerating the skin cell turnover. So the skin cells that are coming back are younger, and so they look younger, and so the skin texture is better, the reflectance is better. You get that dewy glow that everybody's after. So yeah, thanks for watching my video. You got any questions, put them in the comments. Be sure to subscribe and click that, that bell button so you get notifications when I make new videos. And check out my other videos too. We got a lot of good stuff on here.